Yeah.
Baby, let me love you. Let me love you. Baby, let me love you. Love you. Baby, you're my muse. I wanna see.
Oh, that's a good story,
Yeah,
babe.
that's a
Tell
good story.
everybody about when you first saw my face on FaceTime.
So we were on the phone this day, and we were talking, of course, having our, romantic conversation. We was like, we can't wait to see each other. And you were at home
I was at
doing
home in
something.
I was at home in my closet.
And she was in her closet.
I was in my closet,
And she went on to say, we were talking about seeing each other. And I think she may have said to me,
I said, "You want to FaceTime?
You want to FaceTime?"
Yeah.
And when she said it, I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
I ain't lying. I kind of like, I'm like, what?
But remember,
But like I said, I had already seen her photograph.
But this was probably like week maybe 2 of us talking on the phone.
Right.
Because I was very cautious. I was very cautious through this process. It wasn't just like he says that he knew when he saw my picture, but I was very cautious just because I just was. And so I wasn't just quick to like jump on the phone and, before I forget my train of thought on this, the other thing that I loved about him, y'all, he never asked me for a single picture. Y'all know how guys be like, "Can I get a picture of you? Can I get a picture?" He never, I thank you, babe. He never one time did he ask me to send him a picture. None of that. Because I would have been like, you see pictures of me on the dating site. Why do you need me to send you a picture?
Right.
He never asked me one single time.
I think I was real.
And that's what made me really like him too. I was like, okay.
I was real observant. My every move was a calculated step. I got that from Pop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
he asked me if he could. I said, let's FaceTime. And I kept saying, you kept saying, okay, I'm about to call you. And then I'd be like, okay, wait, hold on.
Right.
I kept saying, wait a minute, hold on. And then we would start laughing because I was so nervous because I had like this mirror in front of me and I kept looking at myself, make sure I was good or whatever.
And now we were like 2 little kids that we were all rocking back and forth. And it was real fun, but it was like.
But then.
The whole time, let me say this real quick. Hold your thought.
Yeah.
Because the whole time we going through all of this, you all, like, man, I have never smiled so much. And I'm speaking as a man. I've never smiled so much to where my cheeks, they would hurt.
Tell everybody your reaction when we finally got on FaceTime.
When I saw her, yo, I was like, you know how your phone freezes up and the person just be stuck? I think when I saw her, I was like,
man,
if she tapped the phone, I said, oh my God, you're gorgeous.
That's exactly what he said.
I didn't say beautiful. I didn't say cute. I said, oh my God, you're gorgeous.
And then I was like, thank you. And you was like, hey, beautiful.
Yeah, I did. I was like, hey.
He came with it, y'all. He came with it.
I was like, and
I was smiling. Look, my cheeks hurt now smiling. I was smiling so hard.
I'm telling you, we smiling so hard because to go back in that moment, I mean, I think at that moment, it was like everything that we've ever felt.
Yeah.
In just conversation over the phone, we got to see each other, and then it even elevated.
Yep.
And that was like the best. Like we are happy.
Yeah.
Hippopotamus happy, peacock pride, all of that. Elephant elated. All of that stuff. We are all of those things right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the same as when we got to see each other FaceTime.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah.
It's been that way ever since.
Yep.
You can't shake us up.
No.
You can't you can't dampen our spirit on what our love is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a million times strong.
I'm telling you. But I do want to clear a timeline up because I said in the video that we did on menopause, I said 3 years. So let me clear it up, okay? It will be 3 years in September when we get married. So my 3 years is that we're in year 3. I guess, well, we're headed towards year 3. So it'll be 3 years in September. And that also goes back to our point of us talking about why we are not just jumping and getting married. Our wedding date is literally like 2 days from the time that we actually came face to face in person here in Texas and saw it and was able to see each other, touch each other. So that's our anniversary. And we wanted it to be as close to our official together anniversary as possible. So that's why our September 19th date is significant. And yeah, so I wanted to clear that up. Okay.
And we actually,
so it's been 2.5 years.
And just to show you how our journey has been, how blessed it has been, September wasn't even our original date. It wasn't. It was actually May.
We were going to choose May.
We were going to do 5/25/25. So that was the significance in that one. But what ended up happening, some other things that didn't connect on that day, pushed us out to September. And I told her, I say, one day we were putting our wedding plans together. And I said, babe, you know what? We actually sealed our relationship on September 17th. She looked at me and she said, babe, did we? I said, babe,
yeah,
we are getting married 2 days after the day we actually met
face to face in person here in Dallas.
So, what other way to do it?
Yeah.
What other way to do it?
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why we have come with the name.
Yeah.
For our wedding, the title is September to Remember.
Yeah. Yeah. So my baby came up with that.
Yeah. So.
Oh shoot.
So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
So when I hear her say, Tisha say, this is her fairy tale, I feel her when she says it. I'm not gonna say it's my fairy tale.
You're too manly for that.
I'm too manly.
Whatever.
Man, it's a cool deal, you know. True, it's a cool deal.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what we do.
Dang, how he be talking with the camera on. He be like, babe, you my world, babe.
And I do. I tell her that. We try to put, I say it again. Babe, you my world, you my real. My first, my last, my everything.
Hey.
So, but that's what our journey has been.
Yeah.
What is going to continue to be. We got more of these experiences because every day is a new day for us.
And I do want to get to more of your questions. And I am sorry. I thought I had saved them in my phone, but for whatever reason, I can't find them. But I am going to get some more of your questions. Okay. And I'm going to call you out by name. All right. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate all of the well wishes, and oh my God, like y'all make us smile in these comments. Y'all really do.
Right.
I mean, it's really a blessing to not only be experiencing what God has done for us, but then to also have so many people happy.
Right.
Like y'all should see how happy our families are. Right. Y'all should see how happy our families are, y'all. Both sides.
Right.
Parents.
Y'all should see how happy
kids,
my mama is.
Aunties, uncles, everybody. And so
our kids are happy.
Yes. Like, my brothers love him. Like his family loves me. My daughter. I mean, like, it's just such a blessed union.
And then to tell everybody You know, we're getting married. Even the engagement.
Oh yeah.
That was big.
Mm-hmm.
When she told her family, it's like everybody got their tickets.
Everybody was like, "When's the date?"
Everybody got their tickets.
Everybody
January,
was like, "I want to be in the wedding. I want to be in the wedding." It was like, so yeah. Again, kudos to my daughter, my baby girl, because she is literally the one that was like, "Mom, you got to do this big. Y'all deserve to be celebrated." And she's like, "You're not doing a small wedding." So it has turned into the event of the century, y'all. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's big. It's
gonna be, y'all. It's like
we might let y'all see.
Yeah, we gonna let y'all see.
I'm just playing.
We gonna let them see.
I play too much.
You do play too much. But I love it though. And speaking of, I need to address something really quickly, okay? Because 99.999% of you all always say how much you love him, and y'all just be cracking up laughing, right? But somebody said something about basically us not being godly and being too basically silly or whatever. Let me tell you something. Let me help you understand something, okay?
Uh-oh.
The life that I have been through, the tears that I have cried, the pain and the trauma that I have experienced, laughter is my portion. Joy is my portion, and it will remain that way. So I don't want you to come here and think that you're going to get an overly spiritual experience here. There may be times when God takes over,
right, and
we will let him because he is God. Yeah. But this is to show you the love and the joy and the fun that happens when God brings two people together, because you do become like two kids again. Right. You become like teenagers again. That is the joy of God, and that's what God can do. So I will never apologize for my joy and my laughter. Not ever. Not to anyone. Because I know my story and I know what I have come through. And I wish this for everyone. I wish, and babe, you too.
Yeah.
Y'all have no idea the things that my honey has been through and has suffered and has felt in pain and just endured. We deserve this, and we are happy.
Right. I just can't look like what I've been through.
Nah, and we're not going to. We're moving forward, and we're going to show the goodness of God, and we're going to laugh along the way. Because I will say this. I remember I prayed a prayer. I was going through so much in my life, and I remember just feeling like giving up at one point. And I told God, I want my happy days to outweigh my sad days. I want my happy days to outweigh all the tears that I've cried. And when I tell you that, not only he did it before Donovan came along, don't get it twisted, okay? I was happy before him, but I didn't have the kind of laughter that I have now that I have him. So God not only restored my life, but he brought the person into my life that could just make me truly giddy. And babe, we laugh like this when we off camera.
Right. This
y'all think nothing. We be on camera cutting up. Y'all have we be over here stomach hurt, bent over, crying. He be crying. Like I make him laugh too. We do this silly. So I just want you guys to understand that this is a channel that is going to be full of joy. It's going to be full of laughter. It's going to, be full of love. And because that's what this is. It's called Love with the Robertsons. And love is joy, peace, happiness, all of the good stuff. And that's what we're going to be.
We just having fun.
Yeah. And we do insert God is at the center of this.
He the reason.
He's the reason.
But the thing is, again, may I reiterate and say again, our past traumas, our past has us here where we are.
Yeah.
So we good.
Mm-hmm.
We've laid that stuff by the wayside.
Yeah.
And we're now moving forward.
Yeah.
With bigger and better things.
Yes.
I've learned to live life.
Mm-hmm.
You only have one.
Mm-hmm.
YOLO. We only do this. You get to do this once.
Mm-hmm.
And so when my wife asked me, again, my wife, Each and every time we come on here up until the 19th of September, that's what you gonna hear. Mm-hmm. I've already claimed it. Ain't nobody getting her. You know, I done already, I done claimed the prize. Mm. So amen. This happiness that we have, no man can take it. God gave it.
That's right. That's right. And we are so thankful that God, like you said, babe, he saw us. Right. And we want to encourage those of you that are desiring love, because we see you saying that you're inspired by us, and you should be inspired because you know that God is in the love business. This is what he does. Amen. This is what he specializes in, love. And so I want you to be encouraged. If you've been looking for love, if you've been waiting for years, you've been single for a long time, I'm telling you, if you desire love, God will do it for you. He will. His word says that it's not good for man to be alone. Right. And so if God says that, surely he'll provide a mate for you that is suitable for you, that exceeds your expectations of what it is that you actually think you want. It'll be better than what you want. It'll be more than what you pray for. But you have to wait on God. God will do it for you. I promise you he will. So you be encouraged and get excited if your heart is desiring love, knowing that God sees you and he will answer. Right, babe? Right. Amen. Right. Like, comment,
subscribe.
And until next time, we'll see y'all soon. Bye.